bringing that experience out to Maryborough. What a great experience it is, because away they go, and Colin Phillips and Dennis Turner on the inside attempting to hold the lead at the moment. Chris Alford's trying to push forward here with Margaret Dalton to try and look for the lead, and Chris, he's not budging. He's saying to Colin, I'm going to take you on if you don't hand up the front. So Colin's relented from the pressure being applied by Chris Alford and Margaret Dalton, so they've worked to the lead. Colin Phillips in second spot there, and Colin, of course, at the moment has Dennis Turner on board, and Mark Hayes and Dan Ledden, they've taken no part in the early battle. They've settled in a third spot, so they come in at a home straight with just over a circuit to travel. No sectional times available here as they run up in a home straight, and Chris Alford in front. And looking over the timing board was Margaret Dalton. She's had a bit of a peek around her shoulder here to have a look at where her rivals were. And they're sitting in second spot. Right up on her back is Colin Phillips and also Dennis Turner and Mark Hayes at the moment. He's biding his time last of all with, of course, Dan Ledden in the sulky. They swing out of the straight. They've got just over 800 metres to travel. And they'll run into a bit of a breeze as Chris Alford in front with Margaret Dalton. And they're rating this leader beautifully in front. Oh, he's run off the track here. Chris has run off the track. I think they've blown a whistle behind him because Colin Phillips has snuck up on the inside, and Colin Phillips has taken up the advantage here of the inside running, and he's gone through with Dennis Turner, Chris Alford and Margaret Dalton to the outside. They ran off the inside pegs, and it's allowed Colin to get up, and Mark Hayes at the moment, he's smoking a pipe just in behind him with Dan Ledden, so we might be in for a big finish here as they come up towards the turn inside the 400, and still in front at the moment is Colin Phillips, and he leads with Dennis Turner in the sulky with him, Chris Alford and Margaret Dalton in second spot, and here comes Mark Hayes and Dan Ledden. They're joining in quickly. They haven't spent a penny out wide, and they loom up on the outside. Mark Hayes is looking to make it a race-to-race double. It's Mark Hayes and Dan Ledden. Chris Alford's fighting back with Margaret Dalton. Here's a great go. It's Chris Alford and Margaret Dalton in front. Big lunge on the line by Mark Hayes. Chris Alford's lasted here with Margaret Dalton in the sulky. I think they've lasted by a nose to Mark Hayes and Dan Ledden. And the one that dropped off at the finish there, of course, was Colin Phillips and Dennis Turner. And what a great finish to the running of the second of the double-seater sulky races. And we'll stand by for the official judge to give us the official margin as we have a look at the replay, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Margaret's throwing and yelling everything at this one in front. Mark Hayes has made a big dive on the line. There's a low down shot. They hit the line. Oh, we'll give it to the inside. We'll give it to the inside by a nostril.